These beings had formerly been surface dwellers, until a global catastrophe not unlike the Old Testament flood forced them to take refuge deep within the earth.
What's up, Habibis? I got a crazy video for you guys today, and this is Zombies Theories number 1. Now, guys, I'm going to give you guys a warning. This video is going to get pretty creepy later on, and this video is actually going to be talking more about our real life world more than zombies, because the topics in this video have to do with our real life world, and I'm going to be connecting them back to the zombie storyline. But for most of the explanations in this video, we're going to be talking about our real life world. Now, what are the theories for this Zombies Theories video? Well, we're going to be talking about 3 subjects. We're going to be talking about the United States government, we're going to be talking about the Illuminati, and we're going to be talking about the Vril-Ya, which is the main theory that we're discussing and diving into in this video, the Vril-Ya. Now, basically, let me give you a rundown if you forgot what the Vril-Ya is, basically. Basically, there is a real-life conspiracy in our real-life world that there's basically a reptilian slash alien race that's like a really superior race that lives under the earth, and yeah, that's basically it. Basically, aliens, except some versions of the conspiracy say they're not really aliens, they're just like an extremely intelligent race. You know what I mean? They're like some species that's like super intelligent. Now, a quick Google research on Google Images of Vril lizards showed me the following pictures. Now, I found this picture right here especially interesting because it looks like it's like an ancient Egyptian, which actually there's some like theories and stuff like that they had some sort of connection with the Vril race, but I found it interesting how he's holding the staff from Origins. Now, the conspiracy says that basically these Vril-Ya, they live in a place called Agartha. Agartha, does that ring a bell? Origins, from the Origins Easter egg. Samantha keeps talking about Agartha. Agartha.
The gateway to Agartha will open. Only with all can Agartha be reached. Free me from Agartha.
So she keeps mentioning Agartha, right? Basically, Agartha is a hollow earth, and according to this Vril-Ya conspiracy, this is where the Vril-Ya live, basically. Now, according to research, and I actually showed you guys this in some of my earlier videos, 5 things you did not know about zombies, number 5, that Hitler is a big part of this conspiracy. The Nazis are a huge part of the Vril-Ya conspiracy. I showed you guys pictures of the Vril-Ya on Kino der Toten, the Nazi, theater of the dead, Kino der Toten, and, like the Nazi camp where you could literally see Vril in those, like, little capsules. I'll probably have, like, the little clips on screen right now so you guys can take a look at that once more. But basically, let me give you another quick rundown on what does Hitler have to do with this. Now, conspiracy says that Hitler was directly connected to the Vril-Ya, and the Nazis used to communicate with them. And there is a lot of documents, and there's like this is crazy how, like, when I was looking this up, how many documents and documentaries I found about this. Basically, there's a big conspiracy that Hitler had a bunch of UFOs, and the way he powered these UFOs was through the Vril energy, which he got from the Vril-Ya people. So conspiracy says that he contacted the Vril-Ya people to create his UFOs and like some of his weapons. I think, according to the zombie storyline, that the Wonderwaffe is actually powered by the Vril energy, which he got from the Vril-Ya people. I'm gonna do more research on that, but that's something I need to look into a little bit more. But I know for sure that Die Glock, aka the teleporter on Der Riese, was powered by the Vril energy, which he got, according to conspiracy, from the Vril-Ya people. So Die Glock was a Nazi, basically UFO slash teleporter that was powered by the Vril energy. Okay, now I understand at the beginning of this video, this is going to sound crazy to you. It's going to be like, who thinks of this? Like, it has to be like some weird nerd in his basement putting all these ideas together, right? And let's just move on to the next point. So what the heck does this have to do with the United States government? So basically, we know that World War II took place around the 1940s and that the Nazis were heavily involved in it. 2 scientists that worked for Hitler in World War II created ballistic missiles for Hitler, which were used for the war. Fast forward about 20 years later, and these same exact 2 scientists now work in the 1960s space program for the US. Now keep in mind, Hitler used the Vril energy to power flying objects like the UFOs. Now most of the US space program's success was later attributed to the same 2 scientists. In an interview, they said that all of the credit for the space program's success cannot all be given to them and that they received special help. When asked in the interview who they received the special help from, they responded by saying, from people of other worlds. This is the same type of help that Hitler used when building his flying machines.
Much of the extraordinary, unrivaled success of America's space program of the 1960s can be attributed to the visionary brilliance and expertise of two physicists whose names are synonymous with rocketry and manned spaceflight, Dr. Hermann Oberth and Dr. Wernher von Braun. Both of these men originally earned their stature in the field of rocket design by building ballistic missiles for Adolf Hitler's Third Reich during World War II. However, both of these men modestly admitted the spectacular success of their technical efforts was not theirs alone to claim. They had special assistance. Dr. Oberth cryptically stated, "We cannot take the credit for our record advancement in certain scientific fields alone. We have been helped." When asked by whom, he replied, "The people of other worlds." Dr. von Braun candidly revealed his knowledge of extraterrestrials in 1959 by stating, "We find ourselves faced by powers which are far stronger than hitherto assumed, and whose base is at present unknown to us. More I cannot say at present. We are now engaged in entering into closer contact with those powers, and within 6 or 9 months' time, it may be possible to speak with more precision on the matter."
Now, it's pretty clear that the government had some sort of knowledge or some sort of connection with the Vril. Now, as you guys may know, the two most interesting, creepy, weird secret societies that roam in the government in these conspiracies are the Illuminati and the Vril. Now, let's look at the dollar bill. Some people say that the left side of the dollar bill represents the Illuminati, while the right side represents the Vril. Now, let's stick to the right side for now. If you look at the right side of the dollar bill, we obviously see an eagle, right? But there's something weird about this eagle. If you look at the eye of this eagle, it's like a reptilian eye, which is not the regular eye of an eagle, and that's kind of strange, right? Well, this eye, conspiracy theories say that this eye kind of represents the eye of the Vril, which is the reptilian race. And if you guys don't know, a regular eagle's eye is like a human eye. It's like a circular eye. So why on the dollar bill does the eagle have a reptilian eye? Well, obviously the government is not stupid. Obviously the government knows how an eagle eye looks. Like, they're the government. They're not that stupid, right? So most people say that, yes, this is a direct, like, reference to the Vril race, the reptilian race. Now let's look at the stars above the eagle. Together they form another symbol of the Illuminati, the star. Now the star is made of two triangles, one pointing above and one pointing below. This is representing the term as above, so below, which is shown in many other Illuminati symbols. Now, if you look at the satanic goat, which is one of the satanic symbols of the Illuminati, one hand points up and one hand points down, as above, so below. Now, what does this statement mean to the Illuminati? As there is a race above, so is there a race below. The race above is the human race, and the race below is the Vril-Ya race, which according to the conspiracy, they live under earth, deep under earth in Agartha, which is a hollow earth. Now, if you look at the devil's arm on the right, it says Kakula. Now, I wanted to know what Kakula meant because this arm is pointing down, and to be honest with you, it says as above, so below, but I wanted to know what was below, so that's why I typed in Kakula to Google Images. Now, some of the images I found on Google Images of Kakula was this picture right here. It's the same as above, so below symbol, and but it has like two reptilian looking lizard thingies around it, which is making a direct connection to the Vril-Ya because they are below. Now, how do I even know that these things are even near reptiles? Well, if you look right here, these things have scales just like reptiles have scales, so that's a little hint to that. Also, in the statue of George Washington, he throws up the same hand gestures, one hand up and one hand down. And as you guys know, that I've said before in my videos that George Washington was a known Mason. Also, if you guys have ever seen this picture right here, he throws up the same symbol, as above, so below. And on the left right there, he's got the little satanic star right there. It's kind of crazy. You re-look at these pictures in a whole new way once you learn new things. And if you still don't believe that the Illuminati star has any relationship with as above, so below, then how come back in Uncharted 3 in chapter 11 titled as above, so below, while you're going down in that hole, going below, the Illuminati star is all around that hole? Also in Uncharted 3, the chapter before that chapter, we see the Illuminati symbol right here, which is the official as above, so below symbol, when the characters are trying to locate that hole that I just showed y'all with the Illuminati symbol wrapped around it. Also, the guy who coined the term as above, so below, his symbol is actually the Illuminati star right here, and as his reflection is above, so it is below, and it forms the Illuminati star. And as you guys can see right here, he's got the little Templar symbol in the middle right there, and the Templars were basically another section of the Illuminati. Now let's go back to the Nazis and their UFOs and the government knowing about the Vril-Ya. Now first, let's talk about a speech that JFK gave before he died, and it wasn't directly before he died, but it was the last speech I think he gave before his death. And in the middle of the speech, I think the title of the speech was Secret Societies or something like that, and JFK is known for basically exposing the Illuminati and the government's dark secret. Now in the middle of the Secret Society speech, he said something very strange that confused a lot of people, and basically he said something out of the blue. He started talking about a tightly spaced machine that used basically a bunch of energy and like a bunch of science and human resources. Now it seemed like he was talking about a UFO, and he was talking about how it was very undercover, very secret, no secret was revealed, and the Nazis actually kept the secrets of the UFOs very undercover, and the Nazis' goal basically was to make sure that no secrets of the UFOs were revealed.
Vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
Also, 10 days after JFK's assassination, he was supposed to give a speech about extraterrestrials, and the speech has actually been saved, and here is a quote that basically summarizes the whole speech right here. This quote is directly from the speech. "Citizens of the world, we are not alone. God in his infinite wisdom has seen fit to populate his universe with other beings, intelligent creatures such as ourselves. They promise to help our nation overcome the common enemies of all mankind: tyranny, poverty, disease, and war."
Evidence is only mounting that the White House has had knowledge of extraterrestrial intelligence since at least 1944.
Now I'm going to stop this guy real quick in his documentary. Take a note that 1944 was one of the years in World War II in which Hitler started using the Vril's energy to make some weapons for World War II, and that's when he started making UFOs.
There is a stunningly candid admission by then-President Franklin D. Roosevelt regarding, quote, "the reality that our planet is not the only one harboring intelligent life in the universe." On November 12, 1963, U.S. President John F. Kennedy is documented as openly and matter-of-factly discussing UFOs with the leader of the Soviet Union.
Alright, now let's talk more about the connections and similarities between the Illuminati and the Vril Society. Well, as you guys may know right here, the little devil horn symbol right here as we see is one of the symbols, the hand symbols of the Illuminati, which can be seen being thrown up by a bunch of our government officials and a bunch of famous people in the music industry. Now this is also a hand symbol of the Vril Society. And whoa, let's take a break right here. You see this picture right here? This right here, does this ring a bell? Well, first of all, this guy is throwing up the Illuminati symbol, and this guy is holding the Vril rod. Where have we seen this Vril rod in zombies? This is the exact same Vril rod from Call of the Dead while doing the Easter egg. Well, first of all, what is the purpose of the golden rod? Well, basically, it generates Vril energy when you hold it in a certain way. Now, the certain way is you have to have one thumb on one side and 3 fingers on the other side. And when held in this certain way, the human body and the Vril generator generate a coordinate frequency that harmonizes with the user, allowing the user to enter realms undiscovered. Now, why did Richtofen want this golden rod? Why did he ask you to go get it for him while doing the Easter egg? Well, Richtofen was trying to enter and discover and go to places that were once undiscovered. Now, where exactly was he trying to go? Well, first of all, he was trying to reach the ether, which is in Shangri-La. He was trying to go to the pyramid in Shangri-La, which is the ether. Now, why would he want to go to the ether? Well, that is because basically if you're in the ether, you have control of the zombies. And that's basically why Richtofen asked for the golden rod, so he could go to the ether, and so he could go in the ether and take control of the zombies from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and this officially concludes Zombies Theories number 1. Now guys, I don't want people running around saying, yes, oh my god, it's 100% confirmed there are aliens living under our feet. The purpose of me making this video was not to inform you or tell you that the Vril race are real and they actually live under the earth. The whole purpose of me making this video is just me laying out the facts just as they are and discussing the conspiracies. And you could take it how you want it. You could believe it, you cannot believe it, it's up to you. I am not saying in any way that these are real. Now personally, I think that there is a possibility, there's a very high possibility that there might be something like this. Maybe not exactly, but there might be something like this. But anyway guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like for this video. It took you guys don't understand how many documentaries I had to watch, how many documents I had to read, I had to watch like 3 full JFK speeches, which could like span from 1 hour to 2 hours long per speech. So guys, please leave a like on this video. It took forever to make, and yeah guys, please leave a comment, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. George Washington was a known Mason, just like Alexander Hamilton and Benjamin Franklin. These are known Masons, and their pictures are hung up in the Pentagon in 5. Now, if you don't know what Masonry is basically another branch of the Illuminati.